What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, y'all. Let's talk about this young lady that was injured back in 1999 at a club celebrating, having a night out, and Diddy was there. Also, rapper Shyne and his security guard and singer J-Lo were there as well, celebrating Shyne being signed to Bad Boys. Then the entourage with P. Diddy got into an altercation with someone else, and then pow, 3 people was injured, and a young lady by the last name of Reuben, she is speaking up, and she's saying that she has still been harassed by P. Diddy, and also the reason why she's speaking now because of the new lawsuit that Diddy is facing by his former producer that produced 9 songs on the Love album, and also videographer, and he lived with Diddy, and he also attended Diddy camp, and he didn't get paid, he didn't get his publishings and things of that nature, where he and his lawsuit states that he was intimidated, and one of the things that he was threatened by with Diddy was Diddy basically saying, you think I be playing games out here? I did what I did in 1999 at that club and blah blah blah, so I ain't afraid. And so this leads Miss Reuben to speak on the situation because she was the victim, and she's happy that he's finally admitting it because she told everybody and nobody listened and went on deaf ears. So check this out. Now, as you guys hear, Miss Reuben states what had happened to her at the club, the incident in 1999, but also in the lawsuit that is being brought against Diddy from Rodney Jones. Rodney Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, states that this is the evidence of Diddy being involved in racketeering, and he's basically can be put in a RICO because his crimes go all the way back 20 years ago, and him not being found guilty, and also him using this incident to threaten allegedly Mr. Jones. And then you have the victim that was injured in 1999 at the club. She says that she has continuously been harassed by Diddy to this day. So check this out. It's crazy.
Watched him fire the edit all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible, testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust? Club New York and let 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire.
Now that is so crazy. She has been harassed, and she says she's been harassed for 24 years because she sued P. Diddy and she won. And the former club owner, Michael Burgos, said that P. Diddy had to pay her $1.8 million out of his pocket because at the time Diddy had an insurance company. That insurance company went belly up So he had to pay her out of his pocket. And the only reason why Michael, the club owner at the time, states that he knows the amount because each person had to pay a different part of the lawsuit, and he did not sign a NDA or a non-disclosure agreement where he couldn't bring up the activities or ever talk about the activities. The people that did sign the agreements, they can't speak on how much money that they was paid, but Michael said that he didn't sign it because he didn't do nothing wrong and he had no involvement in it. And plus, if he ever wanted to speak about the situation, he wanted to be able to speak about it free and clearly. So let's continue on with Miss Reuben. And it's so unfortunate that she's still being harassed to this day. That just tells you the mind of a person, you know, that they're claiming to be this monster. They're giving you evidence of why they believe that. So you guys let me know what you think.
No. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tie. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this conspiring and pew-pewing up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God is my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment, until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry or my children had to cry.
And at that point, as she states that she was hit in the face, this is where Tyrone Blackburn is basically saying that, you know, P. Diddy is running a criminal enterprise because he's saying that, you know, Diddy's involved in racketeering and these are the evidence. And he's saying that this crime that took place in 1999 is the first documentation of Diddy using his power to, you know, allegedly get off and Shyne take the blame for the whole situation. So in the lawsuit that was filed, she's kind of proving Tyrone Blackburn's case. Okay, let me stop. Everything in this legal document that Rodney Jones is stating that he endured, that he was a part of, that he witnessed, and you know, he was involved in illicit activities as well because he was forced to be, and he was promised $250,000. He was promised, you know, P. Diddy's Florida 20 million mansion. He was promised his publishing. He was promised all these things, and baby, he, you know, believed him, and he stayed, and he didn't get paid nothing. I mean, like all the things that he saw, we was partying, they was traveling, there was underage girls. It's alleged that he had to wear a baseball cap and basically it would say bad boys, and he would go into a strip club or a place of business called Booty Trap Rivers, and basically that would be the sign that P. Diddy is in town. So all the illicit underground workers of the street, or the ladies and gentlemen of the night, that lurks in the shadows, some underage allegedly. It's just so crazy. And then saying that P. Diddy's bringing his sons into these parties and bringing their friends, bringing young girls, and they are getting surprises in their drinks where they can't remember. Some of the girls don't know where they're at. They go from one location to the next location. He's making a lot of accusations against Diddy, and he's also been victimized by Miami. Young Miami cousin did him that dirty. Like, this is crazy. There's so much going on, but you can also understand that if he says that he has fear and terror, he's being told that, hey, I did this at the club in 99 and somebody else took the blame and I got off scot-free. Then he says that he's seen Diddy himself injured a young man named G at the recording studio, and the police came and everything else, and they said it was a drive-by, and the guy just walked into the shop and needed help at the studio, and he was the only one assisting G. This is what Rodney Jones says. And he watched that go under the rug. And he's seeing all these things going under the rug. And he says that he sees Puffy getting garbage bags full of money, illicit money that's off the books. It's like so crazy. Like, this is just like, oh my God. And just think about all the people that may have been hurt. It's just a whole lot going on. And now you also have Diddy, his other federal civil lawsuit filed by a woman that said that she was victimized by Diddy when she was 17 years old. Now she has to reveal her identity with all these stories, cars being blown up, incidents that's happening at the studio, at the nightclub, all types of things going on. It's like, you need protection out here in these streets. Why you think people have been quiet for so long, allegedly? If that's the case, like, yo, Diddy's the boogeyman.